What up? What's going on? Been a while. Just shut this door behind me. What you guys getting in today? Let's see. BCP seem promising. You think you'd be too much to fill a W1 with them? They're pretty affordable. They're only like 45 cents a switch. I spring swapped mine, and I kind of went over the lube. The lube was fine. I just figured since I was in there, I spring swapped them and filled them. They're right here. So, Apollo, what's going on? These are something new being sold by Unikeys, who's one of my affiliates. They sent them out to me to try out. Too much sound if you like the W. Oh yeah, it'll be real clacky. They're super clacky. They're a nice switch, at least from what I've seen. I'm gonna try and bring up the specs on these bad boys. So this is cool, right? These are new Kailh switches. However, number one, thanks for the likes on TikTok, y'all. Number one is, yeah, everything drop shits from China, from Unikeys. So they don't have a standard Kailh housing. They have a normal Cherry MX housing. They're pre-lubed too, and I'll take them apart here and we'll check it out and see how the stock lube is, but they're super smooth. Kailh springs, 5-pin pre-lubed. Probably can't hear them on my noise dampening, but they're not they don't seem too loud. They seem like middle of the road, but we'll see. And then of course we have the BCPs, and I do have a variation of a BCP here. So these are the BCPs from Kailh, or from BSUN. Just black on black with a cream stem. What up, Sporky? But I have filmed them and spring swapped them. And this is just what I have for BCP, since it's almost impossible to find V1 cream stems. These are cherry tops, J-Wick bottoms with average Joe stems, so we can compare it. Factory lube on the BSUN BCBs are actually really good. Here, let's crack some of these. Let's crack these open. Yeah, they took films, no problem. I just like using films on really clacky switches to give them a little pop. Does that make sense? Shanzi, thanks for the like and the follow on TikTok. So yeah, I spring swapped them with some Wuche Studios DL635s, which are two double stage, 63.5 gram. That's my preferred spring. I don't know if you guys would be able to see, but kind of hard to tell with the lighting, but the actual lube job is pretty good, but like most BSUN switches. Yeah, I love BSUN switches in general. Here we go, TikTok. So yeah, we'll rebuild. We can rebuild the Forever with whatever we pick, and then we can rebuild the Envoy with the other ones. Oh no. My phone went flying. How's the music, y'all? Is the music too loud or does it sound alright? Appreciate all the likes on TikTok, y'all. So yeah, let's crack open. So like I said, these are the Kailh springs. They're the dust-proof top, but the good thing is they don't have that traditional Kailh top housing. It's a normal Cherry MX top housing. The only thing I don't like about these is they're really light springs. So I mean, that's not to say the switch is bad. I just prefer a different spring. I think it's something crazy like 36 operating, 42 bottle mount with an 18 millimeter spring, single stage spring. But they're very smooth. What's going on, Pupper? What's going on, Young Fruit? Sorry, Mr. Chat. So yeah, even with, we'll look at that later, but it looks like the springs have lube on them too for the Kailh switches. Here's a lube job on the Kailh spring. It's actually pretty heavy on the lube. Pretty heavy. Yeah, BSUN switches are pretty fire, Puppers. Like every switch I've tried the X's, the Anayas, Strawberry Wines. We're about to try the BCPs. They're all been great. Whatever you're down for, Young Fruit. But yeah. I feel like these are going to be a little more muted. I like a clackier switch, but everyone has a different preference, right? Doesn't say that they're bad switches. I just might not prefer them. So yeah, you guys want to see the BCPs first, or do we want to build with the Kailh springs first? And then we can pick a board to build them with. I actually prefer to use the BCPs and the Forever. So let's rebuild the Forever with BCPs. What's going on TikTok, y'all? I see y'all liking it, sharing it. Ain't nobody chatting. Just gonna get out the Envoy and put it up here so I have something to type on while I'm rebuilding this. Young, how you liking your Envoy? Or do you have another? Did you have another one before the? What's it called? before you get the Alex version. Yeah, right now I got strawberry wines in this on a PP plate, and it slaps. Next week I should have my Sarah coated forever finally. So we can build that bad boy. I think it's a fine, like as much as the board costs, I don't really think there's anything that beats it in stock. Lost Shrine against Zagwa. Thanks for the likes. What you getting into tonight besides smashing those like buttons? All right, with the forever, do we want to keep the poly? I might. So I have three. Well, I have two. I have two that are aluminum, one that's polycarbonate on order. I was thinking about possibly selling the white one, depending on how I like the Cerakoted one when it gets here. Yeah, I understand that forever. Or I understand that, young. Sure, I don't lose these. I didn't stream this weekend, so. Did you guys do anything fun this weekend? I have my mom in town. Come visit the grandkids. Come on, Gina and Puddles. Brett, what's going on, man? Was mainly going through a hurricane. Oh yeah, sorry. I take it you're on the West Coast. Hopefully, you didn't lose anything or sustain too much damage. Working to order some BSUN Paradise Island, some strawberry wines. Both solid. I haven't tried the Paradise Islands. Let me know how they are. Just rained a lot, barely any wind. Filled up the LA River though, yeah. I used to live in Florida, so I know what you're talking about. Talking about the Envoy 265 Cloud line and much more. Thrasher, and thanks for the follow. I do this because I don't like searching through my keycaps because I'm lazy. So I put them in order so I can put it right back on. So, thanks for the first time, Thrasher. What's going on? How you doing? This past week, and I was able to buy my favorite GMK keycap set, which I spend way too much money on. But we'll keep that shit forever. What coat do you have on yours? Are you the one that had the rainy day one? I was able to score GMK Copper. No novelties, but full base kit. Full base kit. Yes, my grail. Lost Shine. Appreciate the likes, man. You're killing it. Big W. Paid too much, but I think with how rare it is, probably decent buy, because I don't think it ever, even with it, I was told that it was only used a couple times, so I'm not expecting too much shine, but I really don't care if it's shined, because I like the look of shined. It means that it's been used and loved. What's y'all's take on shine keycap? Life stuff. The spacebar was flipped, so usually, right, the spacebar sits like this, you know, bap, 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 bap. I like mine like this because it's tilted backwards and it's easier to press my thumb on it. What up, Zen? This is actually, I got like about a eighth of an inch of hair. I need to shave my head in the morning. I usually shave it like 3 times a week, twice a week. The only keycap set that I have that's actually shined is because I have so many is Evil Dolge. But even then, it isn't that shined. These are both 65%. This is Drift Mechanics Forever, and that is up here is a mode envoy. Yee, what's going on? Thanks for stopping by. So Yee, it's a little brief because we're checking out the BSUN BCPs, and then I got these Kailh spring switches we're gonna try out. The Forever I'm gonna put the BCPs in, and then I'm gonna put these Kailh springs in the envoy. See how they sound. How are you doing tonight, Yee? I'm doing pretty good. Good start of the week. Hump day tomorrow. Look, I already have some BCB in the space bar in here because it sounds good. All right. As far as plates go, do we want to keep the polypropylene plate? Do we want to keep this thing? Or do we want to switch to carbon fiber? So I don't know, keep the PP. So this here, right, this switch, this all black switch is basically a BCP variant. Since cream V1 stems are basically impossible to get, it's a normal BCP, but the stem is an average Joe from KNC Keys. I'm going to try and show you the difference in. They're almost identical in terms of, I don't know if you can't really see. It's hard to see the black stem. But yeah, big PP energy. So we'll keep PP. What did I do with it? It's over here. The cream dream stems? That's weird, because you'd think they'd be the same as your normal cream, but just broken in, right? I think I saw Tyler Keyboard put cream stems in cream sodas. I'm just over Franken switching almost, just because I feel like it's so expensive. For what, right? For like a little bit of difference in switches, maybe. These are snapping in nice. To fix this film sticking out. Annoying me. Ahuba, appreciate the follow. Thanks for stopping by. The Forever was my Switch slut for a while. Fun fact is, the original Forevers, I don't think you could Milmax. And with R2, he changed the holes in the PCB to allow people to Milmax it. That's fucked up. Desoldered 2 Forever PCBs with a hand pump last week. Oh, that's what else I got. So other than my sweet little photo setup I have over here now. Look at this bad boy. Burbert. I haven't used it yet, but it shall make good on my I have two W1AT PCBs, one of which I think I want to try to mill max, and since I have that Berber, I should be able to. I just have to desolder it and hope it's clean enough. What, the Berber gun when you lifted traces? Did you have it set too hot? Weird. Was it the first time you ever used it or something? Or do you think it was just because of the PCB? Pro PCB breaker. Could be paid for it, I'd make bank. I've only broke one PCB, and it was me being a dumbass. And I sent it to Zen, or aka Jesse, to fix. He couldn't fix it because I broke it that bad. It was a W1AT. What do I got in the bench? What do you mean the bench? Yeah, I can, Young. He does fix PCBs. Oh, back here? This is a combination of a solder station and like studio photography thing. But right here is a Forever 65. We are putting BSUN BCPs in it on a polypropylene plate. Let me send it to you right now so I don't forget, because my ass will forget. I gotta find your... Yeah, so usually for switches, Boy Garlic, I'll try them out most of the time on the Forever, because the Forever is pretty much standard, one of the better sounding 65s and doesn't need any foam. But since we have two different switches tonight, I'm going to put, I got some dog hair right here, these Kailh springs, and we're going to try them in the Envoy. Yeah, I did. It actually made the spacebar less harsh, and it made it. I don't know. I feel like it made it slap harder. It sounds really good. Yeah, that's the thing, Boy Garlic, is almost every switch will sound good in this board, and I'm a very font like with most switches today. I feel like they're all good switches. Just how far switch manufacturing has come. It just allows people to hear what the actual sound of the switch is going to be, if that makes sense. The only time a switch nowadays is bad is if the manufacturer has some type of mess up on the molds. Because at the end of the day, switches are personal preference, right? So unless the switch doesn't mechanically function correctly or has some type of issue with a mold or a variance, the stems are longer and shorter, most switches are technically good switches or usable switches. I will never, ever, ever disrespect the Forever like that. Shut my blinds so I'm not blinding my neighbor. I will say most of these are bent. Pretty sure there's some people in the Drift Mechanics Discord that has clickies in both the Austin and Forever. Each their own. What you prefer, it's what you prefer. So $40 per kid for a wristband to get on any of the rides at the state fair. Nads, thanks for the likes on TikTok. I probably spent like $250 at the fair, I think, including food, because that's the only reason I go is I like food. So that's like, I got 2 kids, or I got 3 kids, 2 of which are of age to ride rides. One's not even 3 yet. But a lot of it was also on food. Like each one of my kids wanted a corn dog that's $12 a pop. And then, of course, I chowed down on some fried Oreos. Look at this one's all messed up. Chowed down on some fried Oreos, some funnel cake. They had street corn pizza. That was actually pretty good. There was also what was it? A place that was selling bison. So I had some bison poutine and some bison egg rolls, both of which were delicious. So BSUN makes a switch that's called a BCP that's supposed to be very similar in material. And the stem length is slightly shorter, I believe. But it's still a long pole. But these things smack if you like the clack. Yeah, so let me pull this up and read it for you. Lando's Tech, these are BSUN BCPs. They're going in Forever 65. Yeah, I want to try BSUN Raws. I haven't pulled the trigger on them yet because I got so many switches. All right, so it says the overall, the BSUN BCP switch is pretty similar, but not exactly the same specs as original BCP. The housing materials are both nylon, top and bottom, and it has a palm stem. The small difference is the BSUN's BCP stem is made out of palm S9, which is a slightly modified palm material, so it increases the smoothness of the switch, and it has a slightly longer travel compared to the original BCP, so it's not as short. And it's designed by the same people who made the strawberry wine, so Syracuse. If you tried Syracuse strawberry wines, which are also really good, but yeah, the stock they come pre-lubed, which they're good. However, I spring swapped them, and I just like spread the lube out because I was in there, and I put some films on it. Not because they needed films, but on really clacky switches, I prefer films because I feel like it refines the sound and makes it more poppy on the top out. That makes sense. We need 3 more. Say they're a great looking switch with the black top and bottom, the cream colored stem like the regular BCPs or normal BCPs. Thanks for stopping by, Bray. Appreciate it. So yeah. Listen, can you hear this? Can you hear that? Sounds so good. This is the artisan I'm putting on it. This is a goo from Wind Cubes. It's black with like sparkle, and then the eyes are actually glow in the dark. So let me see if I can get it to. I think I have my UV flashlight in here. Oh well. Anyone have any keyboards coming in next week or this week? You guys are building keyboard. Do you guys have like a specific key or keycap you put on and test it and know that that keyboard's gonna sound good or bad? Ooh, this is gonna sound good. Hydrate. All right, let's put this to the side. Radius, thanks for stopping by and shoot me a follow. Appreciate it. These are on wrong. Built a 0 GMK67 with tangerines yesterday. It came out pretty well. What are you building? So, Tech Talker, I have not tried the Echo piano switches. Ayashi, I'm building a Forever 65 right now with BSUN BCPs on a polypropylene plate. No foams. What's up, Jesse and Roman? Yeah, these sound really good, Shy. Like just trying them how I had it without closing up the case or anything. They sounded really good. No crap sounds yet in the yeah, same. No spring ping. No leaf ticking. About to do one of them there sound tests. I had to make sure all these keys are working first though. The ones from Keyput. Put this off to the side for now. Excited to see these BCPs and thinking about putting them in my F1 V2. That'd be probably a solid choice. Gian Boards Biz, thanks for the first time chat, Mohab. Yeah, these seem like they're really good already. Let's I gotta look at something here. My camera's blocking my screen. I'm gonna reseat this spacebar real quick. Sorry about that. I'm gonna barking dog outside, so we're gonna wait till that dog stops barking. Sorry about that. All right. Turn off some music. Might hear background noise from my fan. All right, so this is Forever 65 polypropylene plate with BSUN BCPs and ABS keycap set. It's PVT fans, cookies, and cream. Do the mods. Probably sound a lot better with GMK on it. Funny you say that, Yee. I can put palm on the, or Zaku's on palm on this real quick if you want. I got a whole nother PCB built with palm with Zaku's. And then we can build the Oh, actually haven't used the palm with Zaku's in a while. So this is palm with Zaku's. I mean, it's out of the board, but I can do a little comparison. But yeah, the palm is a lot more poppier, or maybe it's a Zaku's because I feel like PP and palm sound pretty similar. Let me mute this music again. We'll do a little HJ test. It might be because of GMK keycaps too, because we all know GMK keycaps are best for sound. All right, so this is JK with Zaku on palms. And this is JK with BSUN BCPs on PP. I kind of want to do this real quick. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Yeah, BSUN BCBs are they're solid. It's a different. It's like a light, loud clack. It's kind of hard to kind of hard to explain. So let's do this real quick. They sound a lot better with GMK. So that's the PBT fans. Let's swap space bars like you said. Yeah, GMK set sounds a lot better. Why is GMK always going to sound better? Always GMK. Always sounds better. Got to take off the spacebar. Appreciate you guys on TikTok hanging around. If you like what you see, go ahead and smash that follow button. Check my channel out. All right, let's build. Kev KBD, what up, man? Let's try out these Kailh switches now. I think any of my mods are here tonight. A little shout out to Kev. Check him out. Check out his channel. So this is, I don't even remember what I have this built with. I think it's Anaya's at the moment. Anaya's on Palm. And I also have the, oh shoot. So I put the standoffs in, or the screws in for the plate. So it looks like we're trying these springs on Palm, because I don't even need to take this thing apart. I don't think it's going to be too loud, but we'll check it out. We could try out different keycaps too, but do I really want to take Vior off? So Kev, Syracuse is a designer. The BCPs are produced by BSUN. I think the first switch they did, oh, I don't think they've been around too long. Like they have the Syracuse OGs, which are the super budget switch that are JWK switches with a Kailh top housing, but they're super nice. Like 16 cents a switch, they're bangers. They're clacky. Actually had them on. I had them in this board on carbon fiber. They sound great. The strawberry wines are also Syracuse, which are also BSUN switch. Those are really good switches too. Not sure what other switches they've designed. Maybe I think there might be a Chinese um, designer. Because I don't know. Strawberry wines. Can you get them anywhere other than Unikey's? Maybe Divinity? Yeah. Nads, thanks for all the likes on TikTok, man. You're killing it. Is KFA? KFA might have them too. This dog. Sorry for the dog, yo. He's like, my backyard's like right outside here. My computer's backed up to a window. And for some reason he comes right to my window and barks. I want to take him out of this board. I might order some more here eventually. There are a lot of switches though. That's right there. That's all switches. I've been trying to get rid of some. I feel like the market for selling stuff is so flooded at the moment. Ooh. All right. For those that weren't here, these are Kailh spring switches. They are factory lubed, and surprisingly enough, they have normal MX cherry tops, not the Kailh latches. I believe it's an all palm with a POK top housing. I gotta double check that. Switches. Yeah, so it's a POK stem with a palm and top and bottom housing. It says that The molds are to create a better smoothness while retaining the signature sound of the well-known Kailh cream switch. And I do not think it is a long... It's like it's a long pole stem. Oh no, it's a long pole. Total travel 3.6 millimeters. They seem like they're going to be pretty deep. Seem like they're going to be deep sounding. I don't feel comfortable building this inside because the palm plate is flexing so much. You see that? So I'm going to take it out. For those that have never built an Envoy and are going to be getting an Envoy, these two screws are what hold in the PCB so it doesn't fall out of the case. Just do hand tight. Any tighter, it's going to mess with the sound signature of the board. Ooh, that was almost bad. I'm not using any foam. This plate fork will help out. Kev, what nights do you stream? I thought Kev does stream. I swear I've seen him streaming before. You freaking out. Freaking me out. I guess he doesn't. Maybe I'm thinking of someone else. No, I swear I've been on Kev's stream before. Maybe I just see him on Instagram and it. Yeah, that's probably what it is. Get all that shit mixed up, man. TikTok, Instagram, Twitch. I mean, it is. Just different crowds on different platforms, right? These things are so lubed. Like, open up another random one of these. I opened up a random one earlier, and it was they're pretty overlubed. Yeah, these things are very wet. Even the springs have, looks like it's all 205. It's some thick boy. Impressed. Look at how thick that is. That's a thick ass boy. Damn. Damn, Kailh, what you so excited for? Are all switches and keycaps? So Rebecca, these two all the boards that I use are compatible with any MX style switch, and then you need keycaps that are compatible with MX style switches, and they have the little cross on the top or on the bottom. So these switches are pre-lubed. It's hard for you to see on TikTok. But yeah, these things are very wet. I would. That's the second one I've opened, and they've been very generously lubed. Depending on how these sound and if you prefer them, if you do get them. I would say it may help to go through, and it may actually brighten their sound signature up and make them a little louder if you go through and just take off all the excess lube. Is there any newer switches you guys are excited about or that are coming out soon that I should be on the lookout for? I know those Punk Shoe Summertimes are supposed to be solid. Yeah, man, these things are I would say they are very overlubed. Like even the switch feels like I feel like I'm all oily. Tough group tonight. Nobody wants to chat. It's streaming. All right, here we go. Pretty good looking switch though. It's like a mint green and a very light green. Probably would have benefited if I switched to carbon fiber on these. Backspace sounds good. I would say the only thing that I don't prefer about these switches is one, like we looked at it, they're a little over lubed, but it's fixable. And two, very light spring. They promising, sound good though. Well, louder than I thought on Palm. When I was hitting these over here, they seemed to be more muted, but I think it's because it's the edge of the case or the edge of the PCB. Is Spacebar is definitely not a banger. No banger on the spacebar. Might have to put one of these BCPs in it. What the hell? What the hell? Keep those off to put this back on. So yeah, highly recommend the BCPs. We'll see how these are. They sound good. They sound very similar to... I do not like the spacebar at all. They sound very similar to... BSUN X switches, if you've tried them. All right. Round 2 complete. All right, sound test time. MX blacks or browns? MX blacks, buddy. Meow, meow. Let's... Browns of the coat, but I prefer the black MX blacks. Browns will always be goated. All right, this is Mode Envoy. Palm plate, no foam. Kailh spring switches, fully stock with PBT fans of IOR, which is actually ABS. Can't type today. Actually, let's see what the mods sound like. They sound, these sound good. A little JK test. I don't like this. This space bar is very thunky and kind of dead. Your cow started flowing when the click clacking began. Yeah. I like the way the alphas sound. Spacebar is kind of meh, though. What do y'all think? What y'all think? I think they're, like I said, I like the alphas. Don't like the spacebar. Yeah, BSUN BCP, or BSUN BCP spacebar definitely hits better. But I don't know about y'all, but usually, depending on the build, I swap my spacebar switch. I like the BSUN BCP better than the clack bit. I got clack bits in my 8XV 3.0. However, they're stock. I have not lubed or filmed them, and I think they might benefit from that to refine the sound a little. I solely pretty much use long poles besides Cherry MX Blacks. But they are a long pole. I would say they're similar. They're not as long as Zaku's. See if we can see the difference here. Oh yeah, the Zaku's are still shorter. Let's look. I got a clack bit right here. They look like they're slightly shorter, like in person. Let's settle this once and for all. Let's settle it. I haven't used this in a while, so the battery might not work. I think we're shit out of luck, boys. This is a Harbor Freight special. I don't think I have any replacement batteries either. I can check. Let me check real quick. I don't think I do. This isn't the right size. I'm pretty sure, but oh, it works. Look at that. Just need to. It needs to push down more. No, it'll salve that. Busting out all the tricks. Put some stab pads on it. It's funny because if I push it down, it works fine, but there we go. Do you want me to measure the actual stem, or do you want me to measure like the switch closed like this? Love the color, gives that old school theme. Yeah, it's pretty good looking. This is the Envoy Nasi by Mode Designs. But we're trying out switches, and someone was interested if one switch had a shorter travel than the other. So if I just do this, right? That looks that's like 3.72 millimeters with it fully closed. And now the BCP is 3.79 millimeters. 3.8. Wait. .86, sorry. So it's about 1.4 or 0.14 longer than a clack bit. The BSUN BCP's definitely got a shorter travel distance. No, so the BSUN BCPs, I spring swap these. They're single stage. Either you have an option to buy 45 gram or 57 gram. I spring swap most of my switches though, so I do really like this BSUN BCPs on a spacebar. I will say that. But yeah, that's all I was doing tonight, trying out these new switches. Overall, I highly recommend the BSUN BCPs, especially if you're a long pole fan and you like a very clacky switch. You can use them 100% stock. They take the films well. They're very clacky. I would probably rate this as my favorite BSUN switch right now. I've tried the Anayas, the X's, and the Strawberry Wines. I'd put BSUN's or the BCP's first, and the Strawberry Wines second, followed by the Anaya and then the X's. The reason why is my preference for the X's. They're deeper sounding, so I don't like that sound signature. And then the Kailh Green or Springs are a very good stock switch. However, it's very light. It's 45 gram bottom out. And I think they sound good. And to boot, you don't need to lube them. That's for sure. How much are these? The Kailh Spring switches are 36 cents a switch. And the BCPs are 55 cents a switch, I believe. Yeah, the BSUN BCPs are 55 cents a switch. But I think they're both good solid switches. I just prefer the BCP over the Springs. I'll get more sound tests out within the week. On my socials. And I've been kind of messing with long form YouTube switch reviews. So be on the lookout for that in the future. If you haven't followed my YouTube, Instagram, or TikTok, please do. It'd be much appreciated. Let's see who's on and we can shoot him a raid. You guys have any preference or? Oh, my boy Icono's on. I'm gonna shoot you guys over to Icono. Raid Ori. What is Ori doing? Matrix course of solder. Ori. Damn, Stacy's still doing her desoldering a Jane. Yeah, we'll raid Ori. Let me click him, and I think I'm subbed to him, so I don't have to watch commercials. Yeah.
I'm wearing my headphones today. Yo, El Quan. Thank you so much for the tier 1 for 4 months.
You guys are probably all watching.
I fucking love you, bro.
Watching them.
How was your day today, El Quan? How was the second day? It was good. I was out on the main floor interacting with
U2E, thanks for stopping by. I might be on before Saturday. So usually do Saturday nights, but I got another wedding this weekend.
How are you doing today? I want to eat this bagel, but I also want to give some shit away, but no one's here. Maybe I just give it to.
Maybe I'll do a Thursday raid or a Thursday.
And I don't have to pay shipping. That's the cop out, right? Just rig it for Michigan.
Maybe I'll do a Thursday.
Look what we got.
Stream.
So, we got. I think these are like corgi butt.
You send you guys over to Ori.
Wraps.
Looks like he's desoldering and just typical BSing like we all like to do. So yeah, y'all have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you like the switches. And to be on the lookout for my sound tests on socials.
So we have a bunch of these.
Have a good night.
And the butt is like bouncy. Let me fill my XXL. Oh, dude, that's such a wait.